Hello, everyone. This is Jim Okerzinski with your Chapter 1, Week 2 lecture video. So, I would like to begin with a bit of housekeeping. Just a reminder that Discussion Board 3 posts are due on Tuesday. Looked over several of the initial posts that were posted up on Tuesday. I am recording this lecture video on Wednesday morning. So, interesting topics out there. Good job to everybody who's posted so far in discussion board number 3. I know the combination of exercise 1.1 and 1.4 is a bit much. I'll get there in a second, but it's really going to help you work through a potential topic and thinking about how and you want to narrow and what specifically to research in your topic and prepare you for exercise 1.5, discussion board number 4. That is due on Friday. Then also all responses will be due Sunday. I urge everybody just to take a quick look at the grade center. So I want to make sure that everybody is aware. I've been grading as information has been coming in as of due dates. So you want to make sure if you're standing. Now, one thing I do want to point out for discussion board number 3 and also discussion board number 4, some of this work you're doing in a Google Doc or a Word doc. That's great. It's what we asked for here in the discussion board post. What I did upload here is a link to a Google Drive folder that is in our course folder. If any of you have had the opportunity to read the Google Drive directions, it is required. This is where we'll do a lot of our work during the course of the semester, especially posting research paper drafts. You're going to want to make sure that you're familiar with how this works. So in our course folder, I set up a folder for discussion board exercise documents. Here's discussion board number 3. If you can just move your documents there, you'll be able to share that with the class. All right. So we'll be able to do that. So you can use those links so everybody can look at your work. I can look at your work, and then we can move on from there. This will happen from time to time during the course of our activity this semester. So I'd like to get to the curious researcher and point out a few things about chapter 1. Okay, we want to start working on developing what Ballinger calls a working knowledge about your topic. Some of you have already uploaded some soft links, might have looked ahead at exercise 1.5. That's great, but this will really come into some sort of focus for you as we move into 1.5. So you want to develop a working knowledge, get some of that basic information for your research topic, and he talks about that in chapter 1. And it offers some strategies for developing that working knowledge on page 29. So you really want to take a look at some ways you can do that. I am not even opposed to using Wikipedia to get that background knowledge, just to fill out your basic understanding of your topic. All right. Then at one point, especially getting exercise 1.5, you want to make sure that you start narrowing it down so you can really guide yourself into completing the research project. Sometimes if you're a little too broad, you get a little overwhelmed with all the information. So you want to make sure that you look at how you can narrow it, your particular questions and topics. So the opening question is a really good tool there on pages 34 into 35. Table 1.2 will give you some templates for crafting opening questions. So one of the things I do want to emphasize for exercise 1.5, which is discussion board number 4, is that you want to start limiting your questions. These laundry lists don't really help you shape your topic, so you might want to take a look at some of those questions there in table 1.2. And then also he offers some alternative methods of focusing on your research topic. An example there. And also look at the possible purposes of a research assignment. This is really where you get to direct the topic that might be interesting to you. Like I said, I offer some guidelines in the course unit about possible topics and areas. Somebody already talked about discourse communities and how to shape their particular research topic for those for that community. So it's important for everyone to really kind of, especially in this chapter one and in this unit, is to really run through the idea of doing the reading, doing the work. This is an in-depth research assignment, and it's only in 8 weeks. Over the weekend, I'll talk more in the screencast video about our next chapter and the annotated bibliography, which everybody might want to take a look at. So, also, he talks about how to read for research and really on how to read that academic article, and I'll touch more on that as you move into chapter 2 and start doing the research. So I don't want to get too long on this particular lecture video. However, this is a quick roundup of chapter 1. Continue your great work on the discussion boards, and if you have any questions, please send me an email. Look for the screencast video on the weekend. Good luck.